Hey everyone, what is going on? And we have February's Cup. I'm finally happy to start doing videos on this. We're done with Fusion. We're jumping into the Rose Cup, which is going to be February's Cup. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what it says. So it says the Rose Cup, all ages, free of charge, 2,000 plus locations, national, global rank. So don't be fooled by these pretty colors. These roses have thorns. So it says on the side, it says February 1st to the 29th. So allowed pink Pokemon, red, purple, and gray Pokemon. And then the banned Pokemon are going to be Mysticals, Legendaries, Water types, and Bastiodon. So it says, put on those rose-colored glasses. Build your team with pink, red, purple, and gray Pokemon, and dazzle your opponent with the full spectrum of your skills according to the colors on Bulbapedia. So whatever colors Bulbapedia allows, I guess, is what is going to be eligible. So it says shinies can't save you here. So the main form must be one of the allowed colors to qualify. If the shiny is red, but the main form is blue, you can't use it. Alolans are permitted if the Alolan form is the right color. Check the cup page for a full list of permitted Pokemon. So if the Pokemon's original form is a color you're allowed, like let's say the color is pink for the original Pokemon, but the shiny is a different color that's not eligible, you won't be allowed to use it. Now guys, do not worry about this because they do have a list of Pokemon that are going to be eligible. You could definitely go ahead and take a look at that list, just because if you're confused, because they have to give you a list, because you can't just think, okay, this Pokemon's pink, so I guess this is allowed. This has red coloring on it, so this one is going to be allowed. For example, I don't think Toxicroak is eligible, but it's kind of like purple, isn't it? So it's kind of strange, but they do give you a list of Pokemon that you're allowed to use, so definitely go ahead and check that list. You're definitely going to want to check that list for Pokemon that are going to be eligible, because you're not going to be able to figure it out. But let me know what you guys think about the Rose Cup in the description down below. Now, I do not have the list of Pokemon in this video, but as I said, you could check the Sylph website for the Pokemon that you're allowed to use. And yeah, I've already done a lot of battles. I did a lot of battles after my Orlando Mega Cup. We have a few battles in this video, not too many. We're going to have more within the coming days. As you guys know, we love diving into the cups immediately. So we have a lot of awesome battles. You could check the ranks on pvpoke.com if you want to see what they recommend for being like the best Pokemon and what they don't think is good. You could definitely go ahead and take a look at that. You guys know I have been, well, you don't know, but I have been looking at that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting, and I guess because of Valentine's Day this month, that's why they're doing like a Rose Cup type of cup, and I think that's amazing. Kind of like in October we had the Sinister Cup. For Halloween we have the Rose Cup because it's February, so that makes a lot of sense. Maybe we'll get a spring type cup coming up within the next month or two. You never know, right? So I personally like that. I actually wanted like a holiday themed cup for December, but we actually didn't get that. That's besides the point. We do have the Rose Cup for this tournament, and it's looking pretty good, but keep in mind the Pokemon that are not eligible, which are going to be Mythicals, Legendaries, Water types, and Bastiodon, as I mentioned. So yeah, looking pretty cool, and we'll have to take a look and see what's good, but obviously it's going to be very exciting. This was revealed during like my last round in the Orlando Mega Cup. This cup was announced. So we're going to go ahead and dive into some battles with the one and only Trexler, my friend, who's also at the Orlando Mega Cup. So sorry to keep you waiting. Without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. So his team is going to be Drifblim, Rhyperior, Medicham, Clefable, Skarmory, and Gliscor, and mine is Blaziken, Wigglytuff, Medicham, Steelix, Machamp, and Skarmory. So right off the bat, I will tell you that I've been getting Clefable and Wigglytuff confused. I'm like, which one is this Shadow Ball? Which is the normal type? It's Wigglytuff, isn't it? So I've been getting confused with that. I gotta be real with you. We're trying out Machamp. The one problem I have with Machamp is it gets almost instantly deleted with the charm uses, right? But let's go ahead and start commentating these battles. So I have my Steelix against his Drifblim. Now Drifblim was popular in the Sinister Cup. It had Icy Wind back there, but Icy Wind did not debuff. That was a beautiful switch, by the way, to catch the crunch. But yeah, Icy Wind did not debuff back then. It does now. So I'm probably really going to like it, and we're definitely going to be using it. I switched into Blaziken. Not a good switch for me, but I really didn't have anything else, right, against this Clefable. And by the way, if I call Clefable Wigglytuff or Wigglytuff Clefable, you'll understand why. Yeah, I didn't want to switch into my Machamp. I should have stayed in with the Steelix, I guess, but I have Dragon Tail, and then Crunch isn't doing much. I could have went went for the Earthquake. I could have charged up, I guess. But that's okay. We're just practicing. We have no idea what's good. He's absolutely wrecking me this game. Our Steelix is very weak, so Clefable would have taken us out immediately anyway. So he absolutely destroys me in that game. So very good game. So we're going to jump into the next battle. So he does lead with his Gliscor, and I lead with Machamp. Now, honestly, I have no idea who wins this matchup, so I figured I'll just stick around and see, you know. So he has his Gliscor. He's going to hit me with Night Slash. We do resist that. Obviously, I knew that. I go for Rock Slide. And Rock Slide is actually resistant, I believe. No, it's not. It's neutral. I'm wrong about that. Some of these, it's just, as I said, it's just preparation. We're just learning the different Pokemon that are eligible. So he does block that, so we do take a shield. So we have 2 shields. I do take this, kind of thinking Night Slash as it is. So we do resist it. Maybe he's fishing for the buff. I believe Gliscor also gets Aerial Ace, so I'm kind of shocked he's not going for it. He goes for another Night Slash. But we're able to feint down that Gliscor just fine. So we're going to go ahead and he's going to bring in his Clefable and immediately delete us. I didn't even really know what was going on until after we fell. So he switches out into Drifblim. I decide to switch. We charge up enough energy. I do want to save my Skarmory so I could wall that Clefable. I switch into my Wigglytuff. He does debuff me, which is not good. Charm still does a lot of damage, so I don't really care, you know, because we're just still putting on a lot of pressure with this Charm damage. He does debuff me again, so lowering Charm, but that's okay. We're able to feint down Drifblim anyway, just because of how powerful Charm is. I do believe they probably will nerf it eventually, to be honest with you. What do you guys think? Because I think Charm is just way too powerful. But yeah, this game is looking pretty solid for us, because we just bring in Skarmory, and we could wall all of Clefable's attacks, I believe. So we're just going to go for the Flash Cannon. He actually doesn't shield it. Actually, that's because he didn't have any shields. That's why we went for the Flash Cannon. But either way, we do go ahead and win this one. I do see Skarmory being a huge player in this cup as well. Gliscor is another one I want to try. I have one, it just doesn't have good PvP IVs, and I don't want to like buy a second move just yet. So we'll see. But for the next one, I do lead with my Wigglytuff against his Drifblim, and I decide, I believe, to just stick around and play out this matchup. I mean, we're doing a lot of damage. We do have to watch out for his Icy Wind, but we do resist his Shadow Ball because we are the normal type. So that's why I'm kind of liking Wigglytuff for this cup, because I think Drifblim will be popular. That's why I'm kind of liking it over Clefable, right? But we'll see. We'll definitely be trying out Clefable in future rounds, but either way, we do knock him out, and we have energy to boot, so maybe take a shield in whatever comes in. I wait to see what comes in, and then we go for the Ice Beam, and of course he's going to have to shield this, there's no doubt about it. That probably, more than likely, would have knocked him out, wouldn't it? I think it would have. Trying to get to another one, he actually gets to his charge move. I should have shielded that and got to an Ice Beam to either knock him out or take his shield. Not really sure why I didn't shield that. I definitely should have. There's no doubt about it. But I do bring in my Steelix now, and he will go for his charge move, and it is going to be a Night Slash. So we're able to eat that Night Slash. Just fishing for the buffs. He did get the buff, I think. Didn't he? I missed that. I think he got the buff, actually. So that's probably why he shielded. So he does go for a charge move. And I think I actually still take it. Yeah, we're still up a shield, and we still take that Night Slash. Does Gliscor has Earthquake, I think. I shield this one. He goes for the Night Slash. I know it has Aerial Ace. I think it has Earthquake as well. He brings in Medicham. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my own Medicham. We are still up a shield. We're looking okay. We're looking pretty good. But like earlier, as I said, I did make that mistake. I should have shielded, and we could have taken his last shield with Ice Beam from Wigglytuff, but that's okay. We're just practicing. We were at a restaurant where we were playing these games after the Mega Tournament, just having a good time. We hit it with Psychic, only getting a grade, but that's okay. He is going to go ahead and hit us with a charge move. It will be that Ice Punch. I think I want to remove Psychic and add Ice Punch onto my Medicham. I got a little bit greedy to try and farm him down, but I wasn't able to do so. I could have knocked out that Medicham, but that's okay. So we bring in Steelix and knock him out, and now we do have the Crunch ready to go. This should finish off Gliscor. So we still win the game, but definitely closer than it should have been. That actually doesn't finish it off, but we still win. But definitely a lot closer than it could have been. But that's okay, as I said, we were just having a good time, eating while we were playing, or before the food came, I think. So we do go ahead and win that one, so we're going to jump into another game. And I lead with Machamp. He's going to lead with Viperia, so positive for me. This is the last match. This match goes haywire. There's a lot of lagging and glitching in this game, so we'll just call this one a tie, but I still decided to include it. We get off the Crush Chop. He does shield, and as you can see, we're just lagging. I get off a couple extra attacks, and I'm trying to wait for him to make an attack or switch, and he does decide to switch, and I believe, yeah, I let him get off a couple attacks, I think, but he's lagging again, and now I'm lagging. I can't switch, but yeah, definitely unfair for him. As you can see, I can't switch at all. Look at this, guys. Eventually we switch into Wigglytuff, but yeah, still can't do anything. That is okay, and we're just trying to finish the game, but at the end of the day, we'll just call it a tie. This is the last game, as I said in the video. Only a few battles. I think we had 5 battles. I think it was 4. But that's okay, because we have a lot of battles coming up against Jokes and more against Trexler as well. I just wanted to get the initial practice battles with the Rose Cup in, and yeah, I'm currently think it's pretty cool. It's nice to have a change of pace, nice to use different Pokemon like Machamp. We see Skarmory again, which has been big in the past. Steelix, has been big in like the Sinister Cup, but we're using it again. Gliscor, although we don't have Gliscor on our team right now. But he'll get off his charge move. I do shield it, but again, we're still lagging. Eventually, we just give up and we just decide to eat the food and play later. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.